and welcome to day 3 of Open House October with Aspire Career Coaching. I'm so glad that you have chosen to join me this evening, or you're catching the replay to hear more about the dreaded interviews. That is our hot topic tonight, and I'm going to take you through some advice, some tips. If you've got questions, please post them. Whether it's live now or you can post your questions later and I will respond to them. I'm a bit of an interview geek, I have to be honest, but that wasn't always the case. I have had my fair share of interview nightmares. I used to go in and freeze and forget everything I'd ever done or learned about education. Or I would ramble and go off on a tangent and forget what the question was and then just stop talking. And they would look at me like, oh, okay, you're done. I even arrived once at a school and they had actually paid for me to go to the school. I had to teach a lesson, which I did. Then I was about to go into the panel for the interview part and I decided I didn't want the job after all. So I went into the panel and I withdrew from the running. So I've had pretty tough interviews in the past. I've had lots of different types of interviews for different leadership roles, for different types of schools, for schools in different countries. And I can honestly say that I feel that I'm a bit of a pro, and I am definitely a geek about interviews. I love them. I love the opportunity to sit and talk with people about what I love to do. I love to share my examples, my stories, my experiences, and connect with a panel in a conversation that I feel that I'm a little bit more in control of than I used to be. In fact, a lot more in control than I used to be. Because what I know now is I know how to structure my answers before I've even heard or seen the questions. I know how to present myself with confidence. I know how to include information in my answers that will connect with the panel. And that allows them to picture me in the role already and leave a little bit of a power of suggestion that I'm the right person. They can see me in that role, working with the kids, with the team of staff, with the families, with the community. I know how to do that. But more importantly for you, I know how to teach you how to do that. And the feedback I've had on my interview support services has been incredible. I've had wonderful teachers who just really struggle with that confidence. They maybe haven't had an interview in a very long time, if ever. And they really just don't know how to go about it. They don't feel confident, they're dreading it. And when I teach them how to share their stories, how to talk about themselves with integrity, with a real authenticity, it's a game changer. And when they come out and they message me or they email me, they're able to tell me that for the first time ever, they have come out of an interview feeling like it was a conversation instead of interrogation. They've come out feeling like they've done the best they possibly could, and now it's up to the panel. They've come out feeling like they actually shared what they wanted to share in terms of their experiences, their stories, rather than just trying to hit the buzzwords, trying to tick the boxes, trying to get points on the board over the other candidates. They have felt authentic, they have felt confident, they have felt self-assured, and they have felt like I did the best interview I've ever done. So I want to share a little bit about how I do that with you. This is Open House October, so I'm wanting to just go behind the scenes and share a little bit about what I teach, and then I'll talk to you about how I can help you in different ways. So I've had the pleasure of being on many interview panels as well as being on the other side of the table, being the interviewee. And what I've developed is a really strong understanding of what makes a successful candidate in your applications as well as your interviews, which is what we're covering tonight. And what I'm doing is now giving back to you, giving back to other teachers what I know. And I'm supporting you to strengthen your skills, your confidence, and really get that opportunity to secure the job you really want. Interviews have got an art to them. And when you can recognize and understand and know how to present yourself in a way that leaves the panel with no questions about your abilities, your suitability, then you can secure any job that you go for. The 3 key words that I have on my Aspire Career Coaching logo are clarity, confidence, and creating an emotional connection. Clarity is all about knowing what role you want to go for, knowing that you've got the skills, the experience, the expertise, the abilities that are needed for it, and you are the right person and you know you can do it. Having a really clear idea of what you want to share with the panel. You know the experiences that have been your proudest moments that you want to tell them about. You know the professional development and the teamwork and the leadership and the collaboration and the relationships that you have got experience in. Knowing exactly what you want to tell them gives you clarity. It allows you to be really clear with the panel about, here's what I want to tell you. Here's what I want you to know about me. Here's what I want you to know about what I've done, what I can do, and what I will do in this role. The second one, confidence, comes with that preparation. And I urge you so strongly, if you know that you are going for a job and you're starting the application process, start your interview prep right now. At the same time that you're applying, start your interview prep. Start doing your research on the skill that you're applying to. Start preparing answers to questions that we'll talk about later on. Start getting everything together and start practicing what you want to tell them. Okay? That gives you confidence. Other things that we'll cover tonight, like how you dress, how you walk into the room, how you make eye contact, all those other things, we'll talk about those as well. That even if you are feeling the butterflies, you're feeling the nerves, you're feeling sick, you feel like you want to run out, you don't want to walk in the first place, all those nerves, totally normal. But use that and cover that up with a sense of confidence that you exude on the exterior, whether you're feeling it inside or not. And I can help you and show you how to do that. Creating the emotional connection. We're human beings and we are working in a human-based industry. We work with little humans, we work with adult humans, we work with the strangest humans you've ever met, we work with parents who can be a little bit tough to manage at times, but they're people. And we connect with people through our stories. We connect with people in the way that we talk with them, the way that we share our experiences, and we listen to theirs. And in an interview, what you're trying to do is create a connection with them in 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's a very short space of time, which is why you need to be so prepared and know exactly what you want to tell them, what you want to share, so that you know you're going to create that connection with your panel in that short time frame. You want that panel to like you. You want them to visualize you in the role. You want them to see you as the right person for this job. When you leave the room at the end of the interview, you want them turning to each other, and they will, and they'll talk about you. Not necessarily your qualifications and your answers even. What they will talk about is you. Do they like you? Can they see you in the role? Did they get a good vibe from you? They want to meet you in an interview to get that sense of, do we see this person working in our school? Do we want this person working in our school? Do we like this person? That is so key. So the quicker and easier that you can create an emotional connection in your interview, the more likely you are going to get this job. So again, I can show you how to do that. I'm Cassandra Willis, and I have been in education for 26 years. And like I said, I've been on both sides of the panel, and I'm at a point now where I know the magic, I know the secret sauce, and I'm ready to share it with you. I'm an assistant principal at the moment. I've moved up through lots of very different middle leadership roles throughout my career. I've been a senior leader, and I'm now an assistant principal, and I'm also a career coach. And part of being a career coach is helping other people like you, like me, to be confident, to understand what's required, and to really get you ready for the interview, the application, whatever part of the career coaching you are looking for. And that's what I love to do. I'm here to help you. I'm here to share everything that I have learned in my experience with you, no matter what stage of your career you are at. Okay? So interviews. The purpose, as I've said, is to meet you in person and discover whether you're the right fit for the school community. The panel will be reading you, measuring you, assessing your energy first and foremost. So it has to be positive, it has to be strong. The responses you give will reveal more about who you are and who you will be in the role than what you can do necessarily. Yes, they want to know your achievements, the impact that you've had on data, but they want to know you. So through your presentation of yourself and how you answer these questions, that is how you're going to communicate that clarity, confidence and connection that I talked about. Your responsibility in an interview is multiple. You should be dressed appropriately. You should be early. Always be early. Be prepared, which is what I'm talking about, getting ready early. You should be listening to what the question is that they're asking you. Listening to how they ask that question and listening to perhaps the message or the question in the question, because there's always a question in the question. Your responsibility is also to ask questions. This is a conversation. You should be asking questions throughout the interview, not just at the end. And your responsibility is to be real, to be you. In an interview, you get to tell your story. So your responses should demonstrate, firstly, your understanding of the question. It should respond to the problem that they're presenting to you, because most questions are presenting a problem of some sort. And you should provide relatable examples of what you've done and what you will do in this role. You're here to convince the panel that you're the perfect person for the job. Everything you say and do is creating that emotional connection, and you should be seeking to do that. You should be leaving them through your energy, through your answers, with no doubt that you're the person they want in this role. And as I said, when you leave the room, they're going to talk about whether they like you or not. So, a couple of top tips. This is for confidence and for leaving that real winning impression on the panel. Wear something that makes you feel invincible. Whether it's your favourite summer dress, if it's the weather suitable, your power suit, or something that you just feel really comfortable in that is professional, respectable, and it can be casual but smart. Have those answers well practiced, and refined. Don't just prepare an answer the day before and go in and try to remember it. It should be like a script. When you walk in, smile. The power of a smile is so important. Shake hands with your panel. Make eye contact with them. All of that sounds so basic, but those three things, smiling, shaking hands, making eye contact, shows confidence. Again, you might be having those little duck feet under the water, but if you are doing those three things, you're coming across instantly as confident, friendly, warm, engaging. Take your time with your answers. So when they ask you a question, don't rush to say the first thing that comes into your mind. Remember, you've got your preparation done. You know what you want to share. You know what you want to tell them. You've got a structure, because I've taught you that. Take your time. Relax into it. Smile some more, and then share your answer. We talked about confidence. I prefer the word self-assurance. Knowing yourself, that you have got the skills, you've got the capacity, you've got the knowledge, the experience, the expertise. Feeling and believing that in yourself allows you to sit in front of any panel and to talk just about what you do every day in your job, to talk about what you know, without feeling like, oh, I've got to hit a buzzword, what do they want to know? You just talk about what you do and what you know. Okay? Like a salesperson, you're trying to sell you, and you're trying to sell the authentic you. They'll see through anything you've made up instantly. I've seen people online say, oh, just, use ChatGPT to get your answers for your applications, your interviews. Do not do that. I can spot that a mile away. Be you. Plan your responses, refine your responses, practice your responses, and then go in there and share them with a smile, with confidence, with ease, and with a belief that you are right for the job. When you are responding, listen to the question, pick out from the question what it is exactly they're asking you. Smile, breathe, and then recall what you have prepared. Ask a question if you need to clarify. No harm, and I encourage you to do that. Thank them for the question. That's a great question. That's really important. Thanks for asking that. Speak clearly and with confidence. Again, I'm teaching you how to do all this, and I will teach you how to do this in more depth if you join me in Aspire. Be animated, be expressive, be enthusiastic. Show them that you really want this, because you do, or you wouldn't be here. Ask questions that are appropriate and wherever possible. So if there's something that they have presented to you, such as a piece of data, ask some clarifying questions about that data. In your answers, tell your story. Give examples that you're proud of. Things that you have done that have really made a difference for the kids, for the staff, for the families, for the community, whatever the question's about. Tell them something that you have done that you're proud of, that shows you are capable of achieving outcomes and making an impact on people. Remember, people-based industry. Make them want you in their team. Okay. A lot of people ask me, how do I know what to prepare? Like, I don't know what they're going to ask me. Well, you do. Okay. The questions firstly will align with the selection criteria that were on your application. So they're not going to be able to ask you anything that's outside of those criteria statements. So go back to your application and look at those. That's where your questions are going to come from. Look at education. There's only so many things they can ask you in terms of topics. Teaching and learning, behaviour, well-being, attendance. We know the kind of big things that they're going to ask about. The wording of the question is where they might catch you out. And that's what we do here in Aspire, teach you how to pick out what it is they're asking you and respond to that with your answer that you've already prepared. Make sure you do that research on the school and on the community. Okay, be able to talk about their school. Their school is important to them. Talk about their community. That's also important to them. Show that you care already without even stepping foot in the school previously, that you care about this community. You care about the families, the kids, the staff, the people. If you're going in for a leadership role, make sure that in your responses you're not focusing on classroom practice so much, but rather your involvement with working with staff teams, in leading teams, in developing capacity of other staff, in working with agencies outside the school. Like I said, think about those proudest, most successful moments in working with young people. That can be outside of school as well. If you're a graduate teacher or you're ed support, what have you done outside of school when you've been working with young people? Maybe you've got kids of your own. Maybe you've worked in summer programs, holiday programs, anything that you've done with young people. If you have achieved something that you're really proud of and made a difference for them, then that's value. That's going to be valuable in your interview. Structure. This is key. When you are preparing, make sure you've got a structure to your responses. Because again, like I did in my early days, if you go in there and you don't have a structure, you're going to be all over the place. Your answers are going to be all over the place. You're going to go, oh, remember that. Oh yes, and oh, and also did this. You need a structure. And that's what I teach here. I've developed a really simple, clear structure that allows you to start at the start, work through the middle, and finish with a strong ending. Very simple, very repeatable, and so easy to prepare and then to walk in and go, okay, yep, now I'm at the start point, I'm in the middle point, and now I'm in my conclusion part at the end. I urge you to write out what you want to share. I urge you to do that and then practice it like a script. Practice, practice, practice. Wherever you are throughout your day, every day leading up to your interview, practice your answers. And then when you go in there, second nature just to sit and tell it all again. One of the key things within that structure is the STAR model, and I do go into depth in the STAR model when you work with me. This is a really key way to structure your examples. It allows you to show that there's been a problem, you have set a goal, you've taken all these wonderful actions, and then you've got these amazing outcomes and made a difference for the people and the kids. That's part of the structure that I teach you. It's definitely in applications, it's your best friend in an interview. Using that structure allows you to have a good structure, to be able to follow that structure, to not go off on your tangent and start rambling to the panel. It keeps you focused and allows you to share something that you have achieved, and then to express how you will repeat that and do that even better in this new role. Okay. Types of questions that you might get are the typical, who are you? What are your skills and qualities? What can you do? Here's some data. There's a problem. Can you solve it for us? Here's a scenario. There's a problem. Can you solve it for us? You might be asked to do a presentation. Again, I help you with structure around a presentation if you're required to do that. You might be required to teach a lesson. All of these different situations and questions are what I go into in depth to really get you prepared and ready and knowing exactly what you want to say, how you want to say it, and how you're going to make an impact on this panel and create that connection. Like I said earlier, the feedback I've got, particularly on my interviews program, has been amazing. It makes a difference when you know what to say, how to say it, and get the chance to share your story. I know that so many teachers, ed support, graduate teachers, people going for leadership feel really overwhelmed with, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to be confident whenever I don't feel that way. I need help with structure and recognizing what my strengths are and what my stories are, because I don't really know. That's how I help you. That's what a career coach does, especially in education. And let me tell you, I have met no other career coaches, especially for teachers. This is really unique. You're not taught this in your school. You're not taught this in university. You're not taught how to answer your questions and prepare your answers in advance so that you walk in there owning the room. And I teach you how to do that. If this sounds like something that you need help with, if it sounds as though, yep, I'm hearing what you're saying, this all sounds amazing, I need more help, I need more information, I need more depth, I need one-to-one help with my answers, with structure, with confidence, with content, then I'm here to help you. I'm here to help. And I'm excited to do so. I love doing this. Like I said, I'm such a geek about interviews, and if I can help as many people as possible, that's what I want to do. I want you to get the job you deserve. So there's a couple of different ways in which I can help you. Each month I do master classes at the end of the month. So I've got a couple of master classes on my website that you can go in right now, register for, and watch those replays. They're about developing high impact responses. They're about the STAR model. They're about confidence and helping you to prepare and be ready for your upcoming interview. It's a 1 hour session each, really quick, probably not in as much depth as the other programs that I'm about to tell you about, but still worthwhile doing, especially if you're on a budget. The basic program that I have after that then is a pre-recorded self-paced learning program. I've recorded myself teaching different little mini lessons that take you through different types of questions, different structure that you can use, how to answer those questions, how to include your stories, what to include, what not to include. All the things that I've been talking about tonight in more depth. I have recorded myself teaching that. You can watch those in your own time. Use the templates that I've put on there as well that you can download to start writing and practicing your responses. So that's my basic interview program. If you want me, if you want to work with me one-to-one, where we will workshop your answers together, we'll talk about how to structure it, I'll listen to your stories and tell you, yep, put that in, don't put that in, here's how I would word that. That's my fast track program. So the fast track program allows you to work with me one-to-one. We workshop your answers together. We get you ready with different types of questions, different types of responses that you're going to give, and really build your confidence up. Part of that is also a mock interview. So once you have gone away, done a little bit of practicing, We'll come back on a call and I will give you some questions. You'll answer them and I'll give you feedback straight away. All of that helps you to feel, yep, I've got this. I'm ready to go in. I know what I want to share. I've got this. So that's the different tiers. The masterclass replays, the basic interview program, which is all self-paced learning modules, or the fast track one-to-one. Now, as I said last night, if you know that you want help with both applications and interviews, then I would go for the combined package. Combined package is all of the videos and lessons and templates for application writing and for the interviews all in one. And likewise, if you want me to review your documents, if you want me to work with you one-to-one on your answers, on your criteria responses, all of that, mock interview, that is the fast track combined package. All of these will help you. Just depends what you feel you need, what time you've got available, how quickly you need the help, and obviously what your budget is. What do you need to do to access this help? Well, first thing, jump onto my website and register for free. You can register for free and be in the website, in the community pages. You'll have access to lots of things for free. Then you can check out the different programs. Choose the one that works for you and register for that. We will then book an introductory call. We'll have a one-to-one call. We'll find out more about what you need. I'll tell you how I'm going to help you, and then you start into your program. And in starting that program, you are setting yourself on a brand new trajectory in your career. Now, I said I had freebies to give away, bonuses for you tonight. If you subscribe to the website, which is free, you will also get 1 month membership if you do that today. So the membership, what does that include? Membership includes access to all of the monthly masterclasses in that month. You will get access to the live Q&A calls that are every weekend. That's every week. You can come on a call and ask me questions. You get to be part of the community page, and on that there's tips and advice. You can ask questions that I can respond to, and I give free giveaways every Friday. So if you subscribe to the website today for free, you get the 1 month membership and all of that included. If you enroll in one of the programs this week, so any of the programs at all, whether it's career coaching, job applications, interviews, tomorrow night we're talking about educational leadership program, Friday's personal development coaching, any of these at all, if you enroll in any of these this week, you will get 3 months membership for free. You will get the October, November, December masterclasses all included. You get all of those weekly Q&A calls. The commission is available, so you can actually earn 10% if you share the programs and the website link with somebody else. So you've got your own unique link. When you share that and somebody else signs up, you get 10%. So you could actually end up earning all your money back that you give to me to help you, and then you can make a profit on it too. Who doesn't love a bit of extra pocket money coming up to Christmas time for you and the family? So that's your homework. Join the website for free. Register for the program that you want. We will have a call. You will get started in your program. You'll get all of that stuff for free included, and you're on the stepping stone to your new job, to your new career, to the best interview that you have ever done. I'm Cassandra Willis, and I'm so grateful that you have taken time to watch this, to join me. Thank you so much. Please continue to tag your friends and share Aspire Career Coaching with your colleagues, with your teacher friends. This is important. This is needed, and I'm here to help. Everything that we've talked about tonight, you can also reach out to me via email, and I will be able to share more information with you, and we can have a chat about what you need, and I'll give you advice about which option I think is going to suit you the best. If you have questions, like I said, pop them into the chat. I will answer them at any time, and I look forward to working with you. I'm really excited to help you be the best that you can be in your interview, to be more confident, more self-assured, and more prepared than you have ever been before. Have a wonderful night. Please join me tomorrow night. It is all about educational leadership. I have our expert leadership coach join us. She's created this amazing program especially for teachers. It's designed especially for you in your schools and showing you how to be an effective school leader. So come and join us. We'll have freebies. We will have more special offers for anybody on the call tomorrow night. Can't wait to meet you all. Talk soon and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Bye everybody.